What is up, you guys? I had to take a break. Dude, I was dying. I was just thirsty. I was talking for 27 minutes and was just like, okay, I need to hit stop right now so I can get some water. Got some water. Okay, so where I left off was talking about reaching your 1,000 subscribers. The next thing is kind of the hard part is to, and this is really just so you can become a Google AdSense um, monetized YouTube creator, right? It's actually so you can make money as a YouTube creator. So not only do you need 1,000 subscribers just so you can kind of, that's just half of the threshold that you need to reach. The other is 4,000 hours. So you need to have a ton of people watching a ton of your video content. So 4,000 hours is 240,000 minutes that you have to meet within 365 days. And it's always a trailing 365. So if at some point, let's say you're at 4,000 minutes, 4,000 hours, and suddenly there's a drop off because you went on vacation for 2 or 3 weeks, or you went on vacation for a week, didn't post anything for 1 week, and all of a sudden your views drop, at some point, once you get to that mark, if you get below those 4,000 hours, you get backed out of that level, if you will, within YouTube until the amount of viewing minutes gets back up again. And then you actually have to go ahead and I think you need to initiate everything from scratch again, which is crazy because that takes time, just by itself. So the 4,000 minutes, Jesus, 4,000 hours. That's a lot of hours. Think about that. There's 24 hours in a day. You need 4,000 hours or 240,000 minutes. Hold on. I don't have my HP 12C. So actually, I will get it. Hold on. Okay, so when I worked on Wall Street, this is the calculator that I use to just calculate future value calculations, present value, and then try to decide or decipher what interest rate you'd end up accumulating across a certain X amount of years. So it's just a real fancy high-end calculator. So anyway, basic math. Let's go over to 4,000 hours. It's 240,000 minutes, and that is 166 days. Actually, let's round up to 167 days of people viewing your YouTube channel. It is hard to get there if you don't have good content or you don't have not that you need a fun personality, but if you're kind of monotone, it'll take a while because people are going to be like, dude, I can't listen to this guy's voice. It's like listening to Ben Stern. So personality definitely comes into play along with what are you doing? Are you reviewing products? And then that's another thing with products. All right. So looking at my notes before I started this episode, so you need 4,000 hours or 240,000 minutes. As of today, I have 674,912 minutes, which is 11,248 hours. So the minimum you have to reach is 4,000 hours. I'm almost 3 times that. And if you look at my stats, that's nothing. Like just because there's more subscribers, there's more videos, that number as the year progresses in 2020, that'll end up being like 20,000 hours. So reaching that time frame is super important also. And how you do that is really by constantly posting. You don't have to do anything new, just, come up with new content. Come up, what do you think someone else would like to know about the gear that you have? Um, do you know anyone that's do you have enough? So what you'll run into is companies won't just send you a pedal because you have 150 subscribers and you post a video once a week that's a minute and a half long where you're not in it. It's just guitars, it's your hand moving dials. That's not really like a YouTube show. You know what I mean? Like that's not something that it's not like a Friends episode, it's not like a Seinfeld episode. Um, People want content. People want to meet you. They want to know what you're about. So all of a sudden, I found myself just trying to get these two goals, which was to get to 1,000 and reach 4,000 minutes, hours. So luckily enough, I had actually reached 4,000 hours before I got my 1,000 minutes or 1,000 subscribers. So once I reached 1,000, I immediately the floodgates open. And what happens when you reach 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of viewable content? Nothing, bro. Nothing. Nothing. And here's the funny part: is luckily before again I had already reached the 4,000 hours. So I was looking forward to getting to the 1,000 subscribers. Once I got the 1,000 subscribers, the only one single thing that I got was an email from YouTube congratulating me for reaching 1,000 subscribers. That's it. Bro, why don't you guys have a YouTube award that you give people to get to 1,000 subscribers? Yo, that is such a milestone to say the least. Bro, once you get to 1,000 subscribers, you're just like, wow, I have 1,000 people watching my channel. And it just feels really good. And then it snowballs after that. Like it took over 2 years for me to get to 1,000 subscribers. And it's taken me 4 months, a little less than 4 months, just to get 800 more. So, just to give you an idea, it just really just snowballs. A slow snowball, but definitely a lot faster than getting the first 1,000. So you have to create these goals, and eventually, what you'll find is getting product from builders, from companies, is a lot harder than you think. Case in point was the only time, one time, where I went ahead and reached out to a company and they said no. Literally, when I read that email, I vowed that I will never, for the rest of my entire life, ever reach out to a company and say, hey, can you send me product? Ever, never, I will never do it. This was Electro Harmonics. And at the time, maybe I had 800 subscribers. And listen, I worked in corporate America for years. I'm a really good writer. If there's one thing that I can do, I can write a professional business letter to anyone. I'm really good at it. Not that I'm tooting my own horn, but I also know that, having worked on Wall Street for so many years, language is everything, and it really is. It's everything. So communicating what I wanted, what I was looking for, came across in what I think is the best corporate email I have ever sent a company my entire life. And I'm talking about, I've sent letters to, in the world, I've sent emails to, and this was an email that I sent to Electroharmonic. I've sent emails to managing directors who managed $25 billion. Their annual salaries were 900,000, which was a measly amount. and then their year-end bonuses are 15 million. I'm talking about people that lived in castles in New Canaan, Connecticut. Like I'm talking about here's a poor kid from Sunset Park, Brooklyn, writing these beautiful letters to and emails to multi-millionaires from the bank that I work in, and they're just like, "Hey, Lewis, why don't you come to my office?" And I'm just like, um, "You're Peter Hooper. You worked for the Federal Reserve for how many years? Oh my God, you have a photo on your wall with you shaking Alan Greenspan's hand, and underneath it, thank you, Peter, for all the years of your service at the Federal Reserve. Good luck in all your future endeavors, Alan Greenspan." And I'm just like, holy, like this dude lived in an apartment in Battery Park City in Manhattan where his rent was $15,000 a month that the bank paid for. These are the people that I would send emails to. So I learned throughout the years how to write, how to write very professional emails. So I sent one to Electro Harmonic, and all I wanted was, hold on one second. Was to borrow, not keep, borrow an Electro Harmonix 44 Magnum uh, power amp pedal. And after writing and proofreading this email about a dozen times and realizing this is magical, they said no. And I got an email back saying, "Kid, you need to understand that your channel is kind of bust. You need to go ahead and do some homework and make sure it looks like everyone else's." I would actually take this and chuck it over my shoulder if it weren't for the fact that I have $4,000 guitars in one, two, it's like $15,000 in guitars back there. I would totally chuck this, but I actually like it. But they said no. And I decided never again. So I realized, well, if I'm not going to go ahead and ask anyone, then I need to build my channel and just get to the point where, you know what? Literally, after I got the no email from Electro Harmonix, I bought it like an hour later, less than an hour, like 20 minutes later. I was just like, "Come on, son," bought it anyway. And it's funny because then when my response was, "Well, thanks for your email. I really appreciate everything that you said, along with your suggestions. I've actually just gone ahead and decided to buy the pedal anyway because I really want to try it out. Thank you for your time in replying back to me. Take care. Warmest regards, Luis Torres." That's what I really want to do is just punch that dude right in the throat. "Come on, son, you're gonna tell me what to do? This is my house. How are you gonna tell me how to dress in my house?" Anyway, that being said, then I realized, like, okay, I need to just make sure that I put out more content, and hopefully someone is going to be like, "I like this guy." But not only that, with the pedals that I have, I would just naturally do a review of a pedal that I liked, and then became friends with guys who are pedal builders, like Jordan Gale, like Tony Peppers, like Joe from Lone Wolf Audio. And these guys are absolutely amazing. And they were just like, "Dude, I love your videos. If I send you a pedal, can you do a review on it?" And, my first take is, right? Because what if I don't like the pedal? And trust that if I don't like a pedal, you will never see me post it on my channel. That's just because, bro, if I don't like it, then have someone else review it and show that they don't like it. And trust that I've actually used pedals that I'm just like, "No way, this pedal's terrible. No, I'm not gonna make a video with this." So a lot of that is, some pedal builders sitting back and saying, "I know I could build something for this dude that he's gonna absolutely love," and then all of a sudden it shows up in the mail, and I like it, and I make a review of it, and ship it back. Even guys like Nick Williams, who sent me like $2,000 worth of pedals once, and these are all his personal pedals, and he just sent me a box full in a little. Nick is gonna laugh right now. He sent me this box with popcorn and all of his pedals in like in a grocery shopping bag. Like he literally took all these pedals, put it in a shopping bag, twisted it, and then put popcorn and put the pedals in and shipped it that way. I was just like, oh my god, this dude's crazy. And then of course did a bunch of reviews on those pedals and shipped it back. So trying to get gear from other companies, is that something that you want to do? I've seen some YouTubers, you know, kind of, make a post and they're like, oh my God, I love my ESP. ESP, you guys are the absolute best. Thank you so much for building this guitar. I absolutely love it. And to me, I'm just like, hey, if you want to reach out to them and be like, dude, I just bought this guitar. It's absolutely amazing. You guys are doing great work. Done. Um, but to post it, I feel like it's them trying to get gear, like, send me free stuff. And I've just never been that guy, So you have to decide what kind of a content creator you want to be. Do you want to get something and create an unbiased review, or is your favorite company Ibanez? You have 6 Ibanezes, and every video you're just like, Ibanez is the best. I love you, Ibanez, and you're tagging them and hashtagging everything, and all of a sudden, like a local rep is like, hey, I noticed that you like Ibanez. Do you want me to send you a guitar? That's cool. I kind of find that doesn't happen unless you have 100,000 subscribers. So right out of the gate, that is not going to happen. That didn't happen to me until I got to over 1,000 subscribers and decent video content, because that's really important too, is making sure that your content is good. Not to say that everything that I do is good. Lord only knows, last night I did a cover video playing Forever Militant by Walls of Jericho, and completely butchered the tail end. And I even said, I was just like, dude, even when I started, I'm just like, I always butcher the tail end just because, I don't really know that part. But to me, it's just, it's just stuff that that's cool for you guys to watch. If it weren't for the fact that it snowed a ton last night, either tomorrow or Friday, or tomorrow or Saturday, I was actually going to go to, and this is from Metallica's Ride the Lightning tour, their second leg in their US section, because they initially toured in Europe. Once they landed in the United States, their first tour date was playing in Boston, and the next day was playing in this place called Scotia, New York. And I lived in Scotia, New York for years. It's literally where I lived and moved when I went from Brooklyn growing up and, to being 30. Was I 30 when I moved? 31. And I moved to Scotia, New York. And I was shocked because I think it was a week ago, and someone said, saw something about Metallica, and they said something like, Scotia, New York beat us by something. I forgot. I don't know what it was that he had mentioned. And I was just like, what is he talking about? Scotia, New York. So I look at the tour dates, and sure enough, January 10th, 1985, Scotia, New York. And I'm like, what are they talking about? So I YouTube Metallica, Scotia, New York, and all of a sudden there's this audio of them playing Ride the Lightning, their new album, in Scotia, New York, at some place called Skyway. I'm like, Skyway? Dude, I lived in Scotia for almost 10 years. I have no idea what the heck that is. And after doing some research, I found where Skyway used to be. Skyway, I forget what they called it. Skyway something or other. But they just called it the Skyway. So I know where it is. And I was actually going to make a video just kind of detailing like, hey, I'm going to go and show you guys where Metallica played 10 years ago and 3 weeks. Was it 35 years ago? And is it 3 weeks and a day ago? Metallica was here playing their second day of their US tour in 1985. So a lot of what you have to do isn't just reviews or, hey, listen to my tone. Sometimes you have to do a little research, and sometimes it's just luck, and you find, that Metallica played in Scotia, New York, and Scotia like the back of your hand, and like 5 police officers, that are in the Glenville Police Department. So it's Scotia Glenville is what the area is kind of called. So content is really important. Make sure that I don't take notes. You really should take notes. Most YouTubers take notes. I kind of like the guerrilla tactic. I get a lot of feedback where people are, guitarists are just like, you may suck as a guitarist, but you're funny and you have good content, and you can just tell that you wing it right out of the, right off the cuff. And that's my style. That may not be your style. So try to decide what your style is, and just know that you can do it. More than anything, you need to understand that you can do it. People are going to like you, unless you're like Ben Stern and super monotone. Bueller. Then no, then nothing's going to happen. You're going to have a bunch of people go next. And one more thing is, once you reach 1,000 subscribers, which is really important, is when you go ahead and comment on any channel, it shows up as highlighted and at the top. So all of a sudden, if I go to, Metallic, if I go to some Vivo account and it's a band, if I type, hey, this is absolutely great video, whatever, if I hate this video, whatever it is, you'll always show up as highlighted and at the top of the comments. So what ends up happening is people are just like, who's this guy? Why is he highlighted? Click, and they're like, oh, this guy has almost 2,000 subscribers. Let me check out 2 of his videos and see what the heck he's talking about. And that's how you end up getting more subscribers. And that's where the snowball effect comes into play, which is why you want to, right out of the gate, you want to go ahead and try to get to those 1,000 subscribers, because it really is important. Along with that is, and some of you guys have actually told me like, oh, hey, I actually caught your channel because I was watching a Fluff video, a Stevie T video, and an Ola video, and you literally came right after. So if Ola does a video with the Headrush pedal board, because I have over 1,000 subscribers and also have a video where I used my Headrush pedal board, it's kind of those, hey, if you like this Headrush video by Ola, you may like the next one by Luis Torres. So that's how you end up getting more subscribers. People are just like, oh, okay, I like this video. Let me just subscribe to him. So make sure, again, that you get to those 1,000 subscribers, good content, make sure you have decent gear. And the rest is, I can't even say it's luck. A lot of it is just going. I feel like the only content creators that never move past that initial stage are literally those that just stop. And again, like I mentioned in the first part of the video, my online persona came from my podcast where it was just vocals, right? It's just audio. It's just my voice. But if you watch the first video, I'm like, hello, everyone. I'm Luis Torres. Welcome to forweddingphotographers.com. Versus, what's up, guys? It's Luis Torres. Thanks for watching. Thanks for checking out forweddingphotographers.com. Today's episode, and I just go into it. So I realized that my fun, outgoing photography personality that worked well with my podcast may work well with a YouTube channel. And thankfully enough, it has, because some of you guys, will comment and you're just like, dude, you're so stupid. I freaking laughed my ass off. And that's important. Don't always be serious. You can be, but life, I want, and that's how, and again, that's why I have my rules to my YouTube channel is I want people that are positive. People that see the glass as half full as opposed to half empty. I want people to be like, this guy just made my day. And I get messages like that, which is awesome, where someone will just be like, dude, you're last video just made me smile, and I'm having coffee. I'm going to go have lunch. I'm at work and it's a drag. And, I'm glad that you're able to help provide this content that they can watch, that, you get that feel good, content. And that's everything, man. No one wants a Debbie Downer to watch. Like, who wants to see that? Ugh. So, so if you've been thinking about creating a YouTube channel, um, I really think that you should. It's not that hard. Send me an email, lewis@lewistorres.com, if you have any questions. Friend me on Facebook, facebook.com/Lewis Torres. You can hit me up on Instagram, instagram.com/Lewis Torres. And I'll, if you need help, if you just need someone that's going to give you a quick pick me up, come on, son. I'm like the best cheerleader. So yes, you can do it. I think you should, if you think you have it in you. And hopefully these two videos didn't bore you to death, and you will seriously consider either starting a YouTube channel, or if you started one and stopped, you know, maybe it's time to get back to it. One of my buddies, Jordan, out in Canada, creates sick guitarist. Um, he is, what does he do? He's a pipe fitter for an oil company in, it's in Alaska. Where? Way north in Alaska. I want to say maybe he lives in Calgary or around there, but then he has to travel up north. Absolutely amazing guitarist. Always posts videos on his Instagram account. And I was just like, bro, talk on your videos. Talk on it. Because dude, he sends me messages. He sends me emails. Super funny. I'm just like, dude, this dude's absolutely hilarious. I'm like, he needs to talk more. And he's been doing that. So, understand that capturing yourself playing guitar will only get you so much of a following. Um, Once you get your personality in and you feel comfortable with who you are and your persona, then everything, it ends up just being way easier, and you'll absolutely love it, and you'll get more people that watch your channel. So guys, again, if you're considering starting your own YouTube channel, yes, you absolutely should. With my channel, at this rate, with the amount of subscribers that I'm getting, with the amount of hours that I have, it'll probably take me 45 years to gain enough revenue from YouTube to buy myself a Lamborghini. So stay tuned for the next 45 years, son. So let's hope that you guys create absolutely amazing content. And if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. That's really important too. Is tell people to subscribe. Don't write subscribe and never talk. People want to talk. People want to know that you are, that I can relate to you. And I'm not a rich dude. You don't think all this stuff puts me in a poorhouse? It totally does. At times I'm just like, I need to book more weddings. So it definitely gets to that point. But do whatever you need to do to get there. Work more, get different gear, buy something, sell it, get something new. And enjoy it. Enjoy it, have fun. Again, your subscribers relate to you. They really do, just like your best friend does. Your best friend likes you because he likes your personality. You like your best friend because you like his personality. You just happen to have thousands more, or in my case, hundreds more, or dozens more. But hopefully that'll change, and I'll get a few more guys. So again, subscribe if you haven't, and thank you so much for watching, you guys. I know this is long. I'm going on 30 minutes with this episode, and I think it was 27 with the other one. 27 or 37. That's why I had to pause, because I needed some water. Just like I need some now. Jiminy Christmas. So yes to starting your own YouTube channel. And again, if you have any questions, shoot me an email, lewis@lewistorres.com. I feel like a lot of people don't like helping others, which I think is crazy, because that's life, right? So if I can help you, shoot me an email. I totally will. Just don't drive me crazy. Send me 15 emails with 15 questions. Come on, dude. Just send it in one. Jesus Christ. But all right, guys. Yo, thank you again for watching. You guys are the best. And as usual, I will talk to you guys soon.